A very good morning, everyone. I'm Lam Kevin from Tutorial 10, Group 3. And today, our group is going to present on our assignment topic, which is Peloton Interactive Incorporated. Now, before we get into that, let me introduce our group members. First is Tan Liam Kuan, next is Chua Yan, followed by Ernest Jin, and lastly, me, Lam Kevin. So for our presentation, we will start off with a short introduction on what is Peloton Interactive Incorporated to it, and also state out their operation issues that arise in the company when producing this specific product. We will also use the product lifecycle model to differentiate and also analyze the Peloton's product that we are researching on. And we will also give out the Peloton strategy by using the Hayes and Wheelwright's four-stage model. We will also give out recommendations for the operation issues and also conclude our presentation by our own respective reflection. So now let me start off with a short introduction on what is Peloton. Peloton is a company based in New York City, and it is a company that produces home workout equipment, including treadmills and bikes. It is a sports simulator that simulates the cycling and walking in a virtual way. Why is it in a virtual way? This is because it uses an app to track the user status, like for example, the time, the average pace, and also the heartbeat rate. And they also uses the app to give programs to help the users with their workout. This is why they are given the name Netflix for fitness. Now I'm going to pass to the next people.
Now, I will talk about the operation issue faced by Peloton. Peloton is one of the organizations that face operation management issue which involve quality control aspect. The bikes manufactured by Peloton have been found to have a quality issue which involve rush issue. In fact, this relevant issue had already been discovered and reported to the company executive before it was delivered to the consumer by the Peloton warehouse workers. However, Peloton decided to implement Project Demand to handle soaring demand and lack of supply. The main element of Project Demand was to guide warehouse workers how to detect rust and remove it with a chemical solution. However, there are some customers still find the sign of correction and send back those defective products to the company. As a result, this action taken by Peloton, which abandoned its own quality control standards to meet the supply speed due to high demand, had caused a negative effect on reputation of Peloton.
In the PLC model, we define the Peloton product bike is moving from the maturity stage to decline stage. First, the growth of the bike decreased and is less lucrative growth in 2021. Peloton stated that the demand for bike has seen a substantial drop. The company has temporarily suspended bike product and reduced sales expectation for bike. The signal of reduced demand and growth prove that this product is moving from the maturity stage to decline stage. As we mentioned before, Peloton's current solution is to reduce and reschedule production while focusing on product quality for bike. Peloton suspended their bike production for 2 months and rescheduled based on market analysis. The economies of the buyer's country like US and Canada and potential buyer interests and so on. The second solution suggested for Peloton is to adopt smart technology in quality control, such as the inspection process upon receiving from suppliers or before delivering the product to the customers. Smart technology include artificial intelligence, robotics, and big data analytics. AI or robotics that can collect, analyze, and process a large volume of production data in detail, accurate, and most importantly, fair without human intervention. The data can be analyzed to determine the reason or causes of rust, and it can be tracked and reviewed for future actions. As a result, it helps in product quality control.
In 4V analysis, it includes volume, variety, variation, and visibility. First, Peloton has a high volume of production. Based on Peloton is one of the main drivers and has a big market share in this fitness equipment industry. It shows Peloton has a high volume in production to specially handle the demand of consumer. Secondly, Peloton has a low variety in the product compared to their competitors in the fitness equipment industry. For instance, Peloton bikes are only provided in two classes which are Peloton Bike and Peloton Bike Plus, while Peloton competitors Technogym has provided a few types of bikes which included Technogym Cycle, Technogym Bike, Skill Bike, Bike Personal, and My Cycling. Thirdly, the variation in demand of Peloton tends to be high. Peloton exercise bikes are high in demand during the COVID-19 pandemic, which has 172% increase in sales compared to the period of before pandemic. It was due to Peloton exercise bike had become a substitute for them for providing them with the opportunity to exercise at home when they are currently in lockdown to prevent pandemic. Lastly, Peloton has low visibility. Peloton bikes are manufactured in the factory and the consumer can only see their goods when they are delivered.
Thank you. Now I'm going to continue with the manufacturing process design. Now, the manufacturing process design, it is broken down into 5 categories, which is project, jobbing, batch, mass, and also continuous. Now, after our research, we found out that the Peloton's bike is produced in mass production. Now, mass production, it basically means that the goods are produced in a large volume and it is produced through single-purpose machines. And the characteristic of mass production, it is low variety, large volume, and also repeated tasks. And it also means that they have continuous flow of processing. This kind of characteristics is able to ensure the mass production will have a continuous flow of production, which all of their characteristics actually matches with the Peloton's bike production.
In the 4-stage models, I analyzed that Peloton is currently at stage 3, which is internally supportive. This is because their operation is offering the best capabilities in these sectors, and their competitive strategies such as differentiation can be linked together with their operation in offering a premium end products. For example, the size of the bike scripts are smaller than their competitors' products, and they also offer live lessons in the apps and the tablets that come together with the bikes. This also makes them special from their competitors. In these slides, I'll talk about the performance objective of Peloton bikes. In speed, no doubt that Peloton have achieved fast speed as they employ their own delivery staff and they purchase automobile just to accelerate the speed of delivery. For quality, they've been offering a premium end for their products and services. And they score 80 to 90 scores of NPS for the quality and speed. But when the rusty bike issues happen, laborers will begin realizing the peeling pain at the inner frame of the seats and the grips. They were instructed to cover it with a corrosion converter. With these actions, quality for the bikes might be slightly affected, and if affected, the most of the quality will be its appearance. So for flexibility, I would say flexibility will be higher as consumer can choose to purchase their bikes only or purchase the apps only or purchase both and subscribe the apps together. To reach stage 4, Peloton must improve its product quality and customer satisfaction, especially when the operation issue as rusty bikes happen. The operation issue happened because of the material from Taiwan supplier, and test the solution for Peloton is to improve the quality control from the Taiwan supplier. Peloton may utilize TQM, Total Quality Management philosophy, to improve the relationship with Taiwan supplier by placing a big quantity of orders or extend the contract, but with one agreement is the supplier must provide high quality materials such as free of rust. And also, Peloton can also improve the relationship with the supplier and collaborate in the quality improvement and having more communication so that to ensure the quality of the products will be standardized and will not have any rusty issues happen in the future.
The first recommendation for Peloton is to reschedule and plan the volume of production over periods by referring to data analytics. Due to the high variation of demand during COVID-19 pandemic period and current, Peloton must analyze market demand in order to plan and reschedule production. We recommend Peloton to adopt cyber physical production systems (CPPS) that match the purpose of providing real-time tracking orders, machine interaction, and inventory levels. This recommendation is to avoid quality control issues by reducing production stress and waste, and inspect supplier materials and product quality against standards.
The second recommendation for Peloton is to utilize technologies such as AI, big data, and Internet of Things, and so on for quality and operation improvement. Although it requires investing a big amount of money, but it can make changes in operation in a short time with a dramatic effect on quality control. With AI, big data, Internet of Things, this technology can help to reduce the workload of human labor and achieve a higher standard of quality control. Like robotics, It can improve and analyze the accuracy to the utmost quality standard, and AI can examine the equipment production with hundreds of subtle sensors and find out the reason for rusty bikes and have a better action in the future and improve its quality to avoid the same problem.
Then, the third recommendation for improving the quality of its materials is to enhance the relationship with its suppliers. Peloton is recommended to build effective communication with the supplier, share roles and profit well modularization, as well as implement and improve systems that connect the supplier and manufacturer through share information and provide support via training programs and technical assistance to their suppliers. In addition, long-term contracts and promises by Peloton can motivate suppliers for quality improvements.
Thank you. Now I'm going to conclude on our presentation. Now, the Peloton's fall is because of the rust issues that arise on the Peloton's bike. It is one of the problems in the operations management. It is also one of the core reasons that the Peloton's bike is going from maturity stage to decline stage. So for our recommendations, we will recommend that the Peloton will reschedule the volume of production of Peloton's bike and also utilize their quality by using AI and also enhance their relationship with suppliers so that their issues will get solved.
Good day to you, Dr. Suhaimi and Mr. Lee. My name is Chua. In this slide, I'll talk about my reflection. After attending classes, I have different understanding about operation management, especially when I apply it into my assignment. Just take Hayes and Wheelwright 4-stage models, I can understand better about the 4 levels of operation capabilities and analyze the stage of the company. For example, I can analyze that Peloton is currently at stage 3, as its competitive strategy can be linked together to its operation, to offering a better service, products, prices, and more to the consumers. And then I will come out a solution in this assignment to help the company solve its operation issue and possibly improve to stage 4. And last, thank you very much for watching.
Good day, Dr. Suhaimi and Mr. Lee. My name is Ernest, and now I will talk about my reflection. Within this assignment, I have more opportunity to do the research in 4-way analysis. It helps me to more understand how 4-way analysis works and its impact. After I grasp this relevant knowledge, I believe it will benefit in my future work. It can help me understand company position and formulate some strategy to help company get a competitive advantage. For instance, in our this assignment, we know Peloton has a low variety compared to its competitors. Through 4-way analysis, it indicates the companies which have a low variety have routine, standardized, regular, and low unit costs in their product. Therefore, we can clearly identify the position of our company products and improve it to gain competitive advantage from our competitors.
After the lecturer's explanation about product lifecycle, I clearly learned different stage of product lifecycle model. I believe that the knowledge I've learned in operation management, especially product lifecycle, can be applied to my business in the future. I understand the characteristics of a product at different stage of product lifecycle, and we must plan accordingly to address the situation or issues that might arise during the current situation or future product stage. Moreover, to avoid incorrect assumption about the product cycle and make decisions that have a negative effect on business operation and cash flows.
A very good morning. Now I'm going to make a short reflection on myself during this assignment. Now, when I'm doing this assignment, I realized that it is important for a company to maintain their operations management when producing a product. This is because one small issue is able to ruin the whole company's goodwill. Like for example, Peloton's bike has some rust issues on it, but because of the high demand by the consumers, Peloton still insists on selling it, which causes their goodwill to be ruined. And that is one of the core reasons. Other than that, I've also learned about the manufacturing process design. And I've learned how to differentiate a product's manufacturing process design by looking at their level of variety, volume, and their complexity, and etc. Thank you.